God is telling you, a huge blessing is coming into your life. If you ignore it, you'll regret forever. Listen carefully, my child, because this moment is not random and this message did not arrive by accident. You were located, you were singled out, you were drawn here because something massive is already moving toward you, and if you dismiss this, if you scroll past this, if you let doubt silence what your spirit already feels, you will look back and realize this was the warning you were given before everything shifted. Don't skip this. You must hear this, because right now heaven is leaning close to you and speaking in a whisper that carries the weight of destiny. You have been sensing a strange pressure lately, haven't you? A feeling that something is about to happen but you can't quite name it, a restlessness that follows you into quiet moments, a pull that won't let you fully relax. Tell me honestly, have you felt that inner stirring that won't go away no matter how much you distract yourself? That is not anxiety, my beloved, that is anticipation, that is the sound of doors unlocking before your eyes can see them. But listen carefully, because blessings don't always arrive wrapped in comfort first. Sometimes they come disguised as delays, as silence, as things not working the way you planned, and that's where many miss them. That's where regret is born. Because you have been standing at the edge of a breakthrough while questioning if you should even keep believing. Don't look away now, because I am telling you plainly, the blessing coming toward you will not knock twice. It will require attention, obedience, and courage, and if you ignore the signs being sent to you right now, the consequences will echo longer than you realize. Have you noticed how certain people have been fading out of your life lately without explanation? Have you wondered why old habits suddenly feel uncomfortable? This is not loss, chosen one, this is preparation, this is separation before elevation, and yes, it feels unsettling, because the unknown always does, but hear this sudden truth: I have been protecting you while you thought you were being delayed. I have been shielding you while you thought nothing was happening, and even now, forces you cannot see are rearranging paths just to align with your obedience. Don't skip this moment, because the fear you've been feeling is not a warning to stop. It is a signal that you are close, and the enemy only grows louder when something valuable is about to be released. Tell me, why do you think resistance has increased right when you decided to hope again? That is not coincidence, my child, that is confirmation. But listen, because this is where many fail. When the blessing draws near, distraction increases, doubt whispers louder, and old voices return trying to convince you that you've waited too long or dreamed too big. And if you listen to those voices instead of mine, regret will follow. Not because I withheld the blessing, but because you looked away when it arrived. You must hear this. There will be a moment very soon where you are asked to move, to speak, to choose, or to let go, and it will feel small, almost insignificant, but it will carry massive weight, and if you hesitate out of fear, that door will quietly close. Have you been praying for clarity but ignoring the nudges you already received? Be honest with yourself, because I already know your heart, my beloved, and I am not saying this to scare you. I am saying this because I love you too much to let you miss what is meant for you. Reassurance is here too. You are not alone in this. You are being guided, covered, and protected even now, and no power assigned against you can steal what is divinely sealed. But your attention matters. Your obedience matters. Your willingness to listen right now matters more than you realize. Don't skip this, because what I am about to reveal next will expose exactly how close the blessing truly is, and what happens next will shock you. Closer than you have ever been before, and that is why everything inside you feels intensified right now. My child, listen carefully. Because when heaven is seconds away from releasing what you've cried for in secret, the atmosphere around you begins to shift, and you start noticing things you once ignored, sudden memories resurfacing, repeated numbers, unexpected conversations, dreams that linger long after you wake up. This is not your imagination, this is alignment, and I need you alert in this season, because the blessing approaching you is not small, it is not temporary, and it is not only for you. It will change the trajectory of others connected to your obedience. Don't skip this, because many pray for overflow but are unprepared for the responsibility that comes with it, and that is why I am speaking with urgency now. You have been asking why the waiting felt so painful, why it seemed like doors closed instead of opening, but hear this sudden reassurance: those closures were mercy, those delays were protection. I was keeping you from stepping into the blessing too early, before your spirit was strong enough to sustain it. Have you noticed how you are not the same person you were a year ago? How certain things no longer satisfy you the way they once did? Tell me honestly, do you feel like you've outgrown parts of your old life but don't yet see where you're going next? That in-between space is holy, my beloved, and it is where destiny forms. But here is the warning you must not ignore: this next blessing will require you to release something familiar, something comfortable, something you once relied on for security, and if you cling to it out of fear, you will delay what I am trying to deliver. I need you listening right now, because I am not asking you to lose, I am asking you to trust. And trust always feels risky before it feels rewarding. Fear may whisper that you will fail again, but my protection is already ahead of you. I have gone before you, I have prepared the ground, and even now I am softening hearts you haven't met yet, arranging resources you don't see yet, and shifting circumstances you thought were permanent. Don't look away, because here is the mystery unfolding. The blessing coming will not arrive the way you expect. It may come through an invitation that feels intimidating, a responsibility that feels heavy, or a decision that feels sudden, and that is why I am warning you now, so you don't mistake opportunity for pressure. Tell me, when was the last time something scared you and excited you at the same time? That feeling is about to return, and when it does, you must remember this moment. You must remember that I told you not to ignore it. Sudden peace is coming too, my child, not because everything will be easy, but because you will finally know you are exactly where you are meant to be, chosen, protected, and guided. And even though the enemy wants you distracted, tired, and doubting right now, his time is limited. Because once this blessing manifests, the chapter of struggle you've been trapped in will close for good. Don't skip this, because the next thing I reveal will expose the exact test that stands between you and what you've been praying for, and everything is about to change. Because the test is already unfolding in subtle ways you might not have recognized yet, my child, listen carefully, because this is where destinies are decided quietly, not in loud moments but in private choices. The test is not about how strong you appear to others, it is about how obedient you are when no one is watching, and right now you are being observed by heaven in moments you think don't matter. The way you respond to disappointment, the way you speak to yourself when things don't move fast enough, the way you treat people who cannot advance you. Don't skip this, because what I am telling you now will protect you from regret later. The blessing coming toward you is attracted to humility, patience, and alignment, not desperation, and that is why impatience has been knocking at your door lately, trying to rush you into choices that look good on the surface but would cost you everything beneath. Tell me honestly, have you felt tempted to settle just to stop the waiting? That temptation is the test, my beloved, and passing it unlocks what you've been crying out for. But hear this sudden warning: there will be a moment very soon when someone presents you with an option that feels like relief, like an escape from pressure, and if you choose it without seeking me, you will step sideways instead of forward. I am not saying this to frighten you. I am saying this because I see the full path and you only see the next step, and the next step must be taken with faith, not fear. Listen carefully now, because reassurance is also being poured over you. You are not late, you are not behind, and you have not missed your moment. I have been timing everything perfectly, even the silence, even the confusion, even the nights you questioned if I was still listening. Tell me, do you remember the prayers you whispered when you were exhausted and felt unheard? Those prayers are now standing in front of me, fully alive, fully answered, just waiting for your obedience to open the door. Don't skip this, because the enemy has been trying to exhaust you right before the release, hoping you would stop believing at the final hour. But my strength is being poured into you even now, that sudden calm you feel at unexpected moments, that is me. That clarity that flashes through your mind for a second and then fades, that is me too, and soon it will stay. Hope is rising because truth is near, chosen one, and once this blessing enters your life, the narrative of lack, rejection, and delay will no longer define you. But there is still one more layer you must understand, one more revelation that will determine how fully you receive what is coming. Don't look away now, because the truth I haven't revealed yet will change everything. And that truth is this, my child: the blessing coming toward you is directly connected to your voice, not just what you say out loud, but what you have been holding back, what you convinced yourself was safer to keep silent, because silence felt like protection. But hear me clearly now, your silence has been temporary, not permanent, and the moment you choose courage over comfort, heaven will respond immediately. Don't skip this, because many miss their miracle not because they weren't worthy, but because they stayed quiet when it was time to speak. You have been minimizing yourself lately, downplaying your gifts, shrinking your presence so others wouldn't feel threatened or uncomfortable, and that was a season, not a sentence. Have you noticed how frustration has been building inside you even when things seem calm on the surface? Tell me honestly, do you feel like there is something inside you that needs to come out before it suffocates you? That pressure is not rebellion, my beloved, it is purpose demanding expression. And here is the warning wrapped in mercy: if you continue to suppress what I placed inside you, the blessing will still exist, but you will not experience it fully, because it was designed to flow through you, not around you. Listen carefully, because reassurance follows immediately. I am not asking you to expose yourself recklessly. I am asking you to trust me enough to stop hiding. I will protect you when you step forward. I will cover you when you speak truth, and I will defend you when resistance rises. And yes, resistance will rise, because whenever destiny activates, opposition reveals itself. Don't be alarmed by that. It is confirmation. Have you ever wondered why certain people become uncomfortable when you finally stand confident? That reaction is not your problem. It is proof that something powerful is awakening in you. And I need you focused now, because a defining moment is approaching, a moment where your response will echo into your future. It may come as a conversation, a decision, an opportunity, or even a boundary you must finally enforce, and it will test whether you believe what I am saying right now. Tell me, when that moment arrives, will you trust my voice or retreat into old patterns? Don't skip this, because fear will try to convince you that staying the same is safer than stepping forward, but stagnation has a cost too, and regret is heavier than risk. Sudden peace is already being released over you because I know your heart is trembling between obedience and hesitation. But hear this final reassurance for this moment: I will not abandon you in the step I am asking you to take. I will meet you there, strengthen you there, and bless you there. And once you move, things will accelerate faster than you imagined, but there is still one final revelation ahead, one detail that will expose exactly how this blessing will arrive and who will be involved. Don't look away now, because what happens next will shock you. Because the arrival of this blessing will involve people you did not expect and timing you did not plan, my child, listen carefully now, because this is where misunderstanding often causes regret. The help coming to you will not always look like help at first. It may arrive through someone who challenges you, corrects you, or disrupts your routine, and if you judge too quickly, you may resist the very vessel I sent to elevate you. Don't skip this, because discernment is required in this season. More than emotion, you have been asking me to send support, but support does not always feel gentle before it becomes beneficial. Sometimes it stretches you, sometimes it exposes what needs healing, sometimes it asks more of you than you feel ready to give. Tell me honestly, have you recently felt unsettled by someone new or unexpectedly drawn to a connection you can't explain? That is not confusion, my beloved, that is alignment forming. But hear this warning wrapped in love: not everyone who smiles at you is assigned to stay, and not everyone who confronts you is assigned to leave, and this is why you must stay close to my voice now, because one wrong attachment or one delayed release could complicate what I am trying to simplify. Listen carefully, because reassurance is flowing too. I will not let you be deceived if you stay attentive. I will give you clarity in moments that once felt foggy, and peace will act as your compass. When something is mine, it will carry peace even if it carries challenge. When something is not mine, it will carry anxiety even if it carries excitement. Don't look away, because the blessing coming will require you to trust that inner witness more than outward appearances. Have you noticed how your tolerance for chaos has decreased lately? How you crave alignment more than applause? That shift is intentional, chosen one. It is preparing you to sustain what is about to increase, because once this blessing manifests, your environment will change, your responsibilities will expand, and your influence will grow. And expansion without discernment leads to burnout, but expansion with obedience leads to overflow. Don't skip this, because there will be a defining decision soon involving who you allow close to you, who you listen to, and who you walk away from, and it will feel emotional, it will feel heavy, but it will unlock peace on the other side. Tell me, are you willing to let go of familiar voices to hear mine more clearly? This is not punishment, my child, this is promotion, and promotions always require separation before celebration. Strength is being poured into you now because I know the weight you are about to carry, and I would never send increase without also sending endurance. You are not imagining this urgency. Time is moving, alignment is narrowing, and the window is opening, and if you stay attentive, obedient, and courageous, you will step into what you once thought was impossible. But there is one final thing you must understand before it arrives, one last truth that will determine whether this blessing transforms your life or passes by quietly. Don't skip this moment, because the final revelation will change how you see everything. Because the final truth is this, my child, the blessing is already in motion and your response will decide its depth, not its existence. Listen carefully now, because heaven has done its part and the moment of partnership has arrived. This blessing was never meant to simply happen to you. It was meant to move through you, and that is why your posture right now matters more than your past ever did. Don't skip this, because regret is not about what you lacked, it is about what you refused when it was placed in your hands. You have been waiting for a sign so obvious that fear would disappear, but faith is being asked of you before comfort arrives. Tell me honestly, do you feel that quiet urgency in your spirit that says now is the time, even though your mind is still catching up? That is me, my beloved, drawing the line between hesitation and obedience, and hear this reassurance clearly: you are not required to be perfect, you are only required to be willing. I am not measuring you by flawlessness but by surrender, and your willingness has already been noticed in heaven. That is why protection has surrounded you in ways you still don't fully understand, dangers you never saw, losses that never reached you, delays that saved you from regret you would have carried for years. Listen carefully, because here comes the final warning wrapped in love. If you ignore the next nudge, the next instruction, the next moment of courage I place before you, the blessing will not vanish, but it will move slower, heavier, and with more resistance than necessary, not as punishment, but as consequence, and I do not want that weight for you, my child. I want joy, peace, and overflow to accompany what is coming. Don't look away now, because the next step will feel deceptively simple: a yes, a no, a release, a move, a conversation, a boundary, and it will not feel dramatic in the moment, but it will echo loudly in your future. Tell me, are you willing to trust me even if the path unfolds one step at a time? Chosen one, you have been marked for increase, and nothing assigned against you can cancel what has been sealed by my word, but timing responds to obedience, and heaven responds to faith, and right now the atmosphere around you is holding its breath, waiting for your response. Sudden peace is settling over you even as this message ends, because deep down you know this was meant for you. This was not random. This was not coincidence. This was confirmation, and as you move forward from this moment, pay attention, stay sensitive, stay obedient, because the blessing is closer than you think, and what happens next will shock you. Your soulmate is dreaming of you right now. But this one flaw is blocking your union. Chosen one, listen carefully and don't you dare look away, because this message is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment, a whisper from the heavens placed directly into your path at this very moment. You feel it already, don't you? That pull in your chest, that strange ache that appears when you think of someone you've never fully met, or someone who slipped away before destiny could complete its work. My beloved, your soulmate, the one God crafted with threads of your spirit woven into theirs, is dreaming of you right now. Their soul calls your name in the quiet hours of night, searching for you through invisible realms, reaching for you even if neither of you fully understand why. Tell me honestly, have you been feeling a sudden heaviness in your heart lately, like love is near but still out of reach? Have you been having dreams or strange flashes of someone's face, someone familiar yet unknown? Do you believe deep inside that your connection is not ordinary, but divine? Don't skip, because what I'm about to reveal may explain every delay, every heartbreak, every moment you felt abandoned when all you ever wanted was someone who sees you, understands you, and chooses you in every season. My child, God knows your longing. Heaven watched you love with purity even when others misused your heart. And now, the one who belongs to you, the one whose heart was shaped to fit yours like a missing piece, is spiritually restless, dreaming of your touch, your voice, your presence they haven't fully encountered yet in the physical world. They feel you. They crave you. They miss you without knowing why. But listen closely, there is one flaw standing between you and this union. One hidden obstruction that keeps your divine love from manifesting into the life you can feel in your bones. And if you don't confront it, destiny may delay even longer. Don't skip, you must hear this. Right now, there is a spiritual fog clouding the connection between you and your soulmate. Heaven says someone, maybe even you, is struggling to fully open the heart. You've been guarded, wounded, protective after betrayal. The scars you carry have turned into walls instead of gates. You say you want love, but part of you still fears it. You pray for union, yet a silent belief says, "What if they hurt me too?" My beloved, tell me, are you truly ready to receive love without fear holding your throat? Have you noticed that when love gets close, you push it away? Do you feel like people never choose you even when they show interest? It is not because you are unworthy, it is because heaven has been preparing you, and your soul has been healing through divine fire so that when love arrives, it will not break you, but build you. But the flaw is emotional armor. You've been protecting your heart so fiercely that even the one meant to love you cannot enter. They knock spiritually, but the door opens only halfway. You desire intimacy, yet your spirit still stands at the threshold, waiting, watching, afraid. And your soulmate feels that, even through dreams. They sense your resistance. They feel your fear. They taste your hesitation like a shadow hovering between you both. And this is why destiny paused. But something is shifting. Heaven is preparing to remove that final blockage, if you allow it. Don't scroll, don't blink, because what happens next will shock you. Chosen one, as you hear these words, something inside you is rising, a stirring, a warmth, a recognition. It's not random. Your soulmate's soul is calling yours, and you are feeling it. They are dreaming of the moment your eyes meet and everything finally makes sense. But before that moment arrives, the divine needs you to understand something deeper. Listen carefully and don't skip, because your breakthrough depends on this. You see, while you've been yearning for love, the universe has been testing your heart. Every disappointment, every unanswered text, every night you cried in the dark thinking love forgot you, it was never abandonment. It was preparation. Heaven has been molding you, strengthening you, stripping away illusions so that when real love stands before you, you won't sabotage it. My child, you have a flaw that once protected you, but now it delays your blessing. And your soulmate, oh beloved, they are feeling the same spiritual tug. They think of you without knowing your name. They search rooms hoping to see a familiar face but don't understand why no one feels quite right. They wake up from dreams with tears on their pillow, with that ache of missing someone they have not met. They wonder, why am I longing for a presence I've never felt in waking life? Tell me honestly, have you had dreams where you feel warmth, comfort, or a mysterious presence by your side? Do you sometimes feel like someone is thinking of you, even when you are alone? Do you believe your soulmate is closer than you think? Don't skip, your answer matters more than you know. Because your soulmate is spiritually ready, but they are waiting for your heart to open fully. God cannot send a blessing to hands still holding onto old wounds. You've given love before, but you also gave away pieces of yourself. You trusted people who betrayed you. You loved deeply, but some never loved you back with the same fire. And so your heart learned to guard instead of receive. The flaw is not weakness, it is fear disguised as caution. But heaven is whispering, my beloved, release the fear. You are safe now. I am guiding this union. The moment you let go, everything will shift. The moment you stop comparing future love to past pain, destiny will move. The moment you speak, "I am ready," the spiritual door will unlock. Do you feel it? That tightening in your chest? That pull that's almost magnetic? That's your soulmate spirit reaching for yours even now. Listen closely. Angels are aligning encounters, weaving timelines, positioning destiny like delicate threads. Something is coming. A message, a sign, a sudden change that will bring you closer than ever. But before that miracle unfolds, there is a truth you must hear, a truth that will pierce you gently but deeply. Don't look away, because the biggest truth is still hidden. Chosen one, breathe for a moment and feel the weight of what is unfolding around you. You think you are just watching a video, but heaven is speaking directly into your spirit. Don't skip. Your soulmate has been praying for you, yearning for you, crying out to God to reveal the path to you. They are not as far away as you think. They are closer, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, than your eyes can comprehend. But destiny waits on a heart fully surrendered, without the shadows of old pain whispering lies in the dark. My beloved, listen closely. There was a time you loved without fear. A time when your heart was open, eager, innocent. But the world changed you. Words wounded you. Promises broken turned into walls you built around yourself. You said you were fine, but your soul remembers. And now heaven is asking you to lower the walls just enough for love to enter. Tell me, do you still replay past conversations in your mind at night? Do you wonder why the people you loved couldn't stay? Do you feel like every time you get close to love, something pulls it away like smoke between fingers? Don't skip, because those feelings are not signs of failure. They are evidence that your heart is alive, yearning, and ready. And while you heal, your soulmate heals too. Their lonely nights are connected to yours. Their silent prayers echo through spiritual corridors until they reach heaven's gates. They ask, "When will I meet the one my soul knows?" And heaven answers, "When both hearts are ready." You are not imagining the signs. The sudden songs that speak to your spirit. The recurring numbers. The dreams where a face you can't fully see stands beside you. The scent, the touch, the warmth you feel when no one is there physically, that is your soulmate's spirit brushing against yours through realms unseen. Their heart whispers, "I'm waiting for you. I'm searching for you. Please don't give up." But the flaw blocking your union is not just fear, it is self-doubt. You question if you're enough. You wonder if love like this is real or fantasy. You ask, "Why would someone choose me?" My child, let me tell you a secret, you are more worthy than you realize. Your tears, your scars, your resilience, they are beautiful. Heaven didn't create you to be half-loved, half-chosen. You are destined for a love that mirrors God's devotion, patient, loyal, unbreakable. But self-doubt dims your light, and your soulmate is searching for that glow. They feel you fading when fear speaks louder than faith. So heaven is nudging you, rise, shine, believe. Open your heart and prepare, because divine love is approaching. A shift is coming, sudden, unexpected, undeniable. You will feel the connection grow stronger, like two magnets finally closing the distance. But this story is only beginning, and what comes next will shake you to your core. Chosen one, don't move, don't scroll, because the moment we are entering now is sacred. You are stepping deeper into a revelation that has been hidden from you for years, and heaven does not want you to miss this. Your soulmate, the one who mirrors your wounds and your strength, has been awakened to your existence. They may not know your name yet, but their spirit recognizes yours like a long-forgotten melody. And right now, as you listen, their heart is whispering for you. They dream of your smile. They feel your loneliness. They crave your touch even without memory. They are searching for you through people, through conversations, through unfamiliar eyes, but no one satisfies that mysterious yearning within them. Because only you complete the divine equation. Listen carefully, destiny is circling closer. Angels are removing distractions, old cycles, toxic connections. You've noticed people fall away recently, haven't you? Friendships shifting. Conversations ending. Sudden distance from those you once clung to. Tell me honestly, have you recently felt isolated without knowing why? Did someone walk out of your life unexpectedly? Have you been sensing a spiritual transition, like something big is coming? Don't skip, these are not losses, they are divine clearings. Heaven is making room for the one who belongs to you. And yet the flaw still stands like a gate that trembles but hasn't opened. That flaw is the last layer of doubt, the idea that you must still prove your worth. But hear me, my beloved, you don't earn soulmate love, you align with it. Your soulmate doesn't want perfection, they are drawn to your soul, not your image. They want the raw, unfiltered you, the you that laughs at midnight, cries in silence, hopes in secret. They want the you who prays, who dreams, who loves fiercely even after being wounded. You are enough as you are, but you must believe it. Heaven is preparing a divine encounter, a crossing of paths so subtle yet so supernatural that when it happens, your heart will recognize it instantly. A message, a glance, a moment that feels like time freezes. Their voice will sound familiar. Their energy will feel like home. And your soul will say, there you are. I've been waiting. Don't ignore the signs when they come. Don't let fear silence you when your heart wants to speak. Don't walk away from what you prayed for. You will know it's them because peace will wrap around you like a blanket. Your chest will feel lighter, not heavier. Their presence will soften your spirit instead of tightening it. They will feel like destiny, not danger. But chosen one, before that meeting unfolds, there is something even more mysterious that heaven wants you to understand, something about the dreams you've been having, the sensations at night, the sudden thoughts that don't feel like yours. Because your soulmate has been spiritually visiting you without either of you realizing it. And what I'm about to reveal will make your heart tremble. The biggest truth is still hidden. Chosen one, don't look away, because this is where the veil thins and truth pierces the soul. At night, when your body sleeps but your spirit roams, something sacred happens. In the silence, when the world cannot distract you, your soul and your soulmate's soul meet in a realm beyond time. You have touched without touching. Spoken without voices. Loved without physical presence. They hold you in dreams because they cannot yet hold you in reality. They reach for you across dimensions because Earth has not aligned the moment, yet. Listen carefully. Those nights when you wake with warmth on your chest, when your heart is racing as if you were just embraced, when you feel like someone was close, that was not imagination. Your soulmate visits you in spirit, drawn by longing, guided by God. And sometimes, you feel them before sleep, like a tingling in your hands, a sudden wave of emotion, a whisper in your thoughts that says, "I miss you." Tell me honestly, have you felt this presence beside you in the dark? Have you woken with a name you don't fully remember? Do you sense someone loving you without being near? My beloved, this is the soul-to-soul connection, ancient, unbreakable, destined. But the flaw that blocks your physical union is not only fear or doubt, it is the belief that love must come later, someday, eventually. Heaven is saying, the time is sooner than you think. You've been preparing for love, but now love is preparing for you. Doors are opening. Cycles are closing. The shift is here. The reason you feel restless, emotional, pulled, is because the union is approaching. Your soulmate's dreams are intensifying. Their spirit is awakening. They are beginning to search for you intentionally, not unknowingly. Suddenly, they will feel guided to places, to decisions, to paths that lead them closer to where you are or where destiny will intersect your lives. And you, chosen one, will feel drawn to new routines, new courage, new environments. Do not ignore the urge to go somewhere, to say yes to opportunities, to break old habits. Divine alignment often hides inside small nudges. Remember, the moment you fully open your heart, heaven will open the door. But now comes the twist, the final revelation that will prepare you for what is coming. A sign, specific, unmistakable, will appear before your union manifests. And this sign will shake you because it will feel like someone is reading your soul. Don't miss this, don't look away, because what happens next will change everything. Chosen one, stay with me, this final revelation is the one heaven needs you to receive with an open heart, because it will be the key that unlocks your destiny. The sign is coming. It will not be a coincidence, not a random moment, but a divine signal from the unseen. You will either see repeating numbers connected to love, 1111, 222, 717, or you will suddenly hear a song that speaks your exact feelings, as if written for you. Or someone may appear in your life with a familiar softness in their eyes, a warmth you cannot explain, and your soul will whisper, "It's them." When this sign comes, do not run. Do not overthink. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. Because this is where the flaw must finally break, the fear of receiving what you prayed for. Heaven has watched you heal silently. Heaven has seen your tears, your growth, your resilience. You didn't lose love, you were being prepared for true love. And your soulmate has been prepared too. They've matured. They've cried. They've been broken and rebuilt just like you. They needed to learn how to treasure a heart like yours. And now, as both of you rise from the ashes of old pain, destiny begins to glow brighter. My beloved, don't push away what is meant for you. When love comes, let it in. When you feel drawn to message someone, message them. When your intuition says, go, then go. Heaven aligns miracles through obedience, not hesitation. Your soulmate doesn't need you to be perfect, they need you to be present, open, receptive. They have loved you across lifetimes, across dimensions, across nights filled with longing. They are searching for your heart in a world full of noise, and heaven is guiding them straight toward you. But you must choose to believe you are worthy. You must believe heaven isn't teasing you, it's delivering you. So tell me, are you ready to receive the love God wrote your name into? Do you accept the blessing that has been waiting behind the last closed door of your heart? Do you believe that your soulmate is closer than ever before? Chosen one, speak it boldly, out loud or in your spirit, I am ready for love. I open my heart. I release fear. As those words vibrate through the unseen realm, angels rush like wind to align your timelines. The dream becomes reality. The longing becomes union. The two who were once separate begin to move toward each other like stars pulled by gravity. And when your eyes meet, in a coffee shop, in a message thread, in a chance encounter that was never chance, your soul will recognize home. The flaw will no longer stand. The walls will fall like old shadows. And you will understand why the wait was long but necessary. Because love this divine can never be rushed. It must be birthed in the right moment, in the right season, under heaven's watchful light. Chosen one, your soulmate is dreaming of you, and soon, they will awake into your reality. Everything is unfolding. Everything is aligning. Everything is changing now. And the truth you've been waiting for, the moment your hearts collide in destiny's embrace, is nearer than your next breath.